On this episode, we discover Dubai's only JDM garage. Dan's 240Z causes a mild heart attack. And yes, that's a 13J rim on a Polaris. Let's get it! What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode on the Drift Games YouTube channel. We're somewhere very special today, somewhere that might not have ever been, I suppose, on film before. This is Kanzen Motorsports, about 10 minutes outside of Dubai. Burj Khalifa is just about 10 minutes that way, and it's a Japanese specialist that actually was formed by a group of guys who were just very passionate about Japanese cars here in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates. And there's some amazing stuff here. We're going to go in and check out all the machinery they have, talking to Dan Price, who's from CarCulture.AE. He's going to talk us through how all this place came together. But if you're a car fan like us and you know that all the supercar stuff has been done to death in Dubai, this is a hidden gem. With cars like this just sitting outside at the moment, we've got 240Z wide arched, we've got an RX-7 FC, we've got a Rocket Bunny candy coloured 370Z here as well. Looks really good. S14 at the back. 300ZX twin turbo, very clean on BBSs. Little Suzuki Jimny, fully modified for off-road in the desert. That's pretty cool. In behind it, another orange 240Z. Check this thing out. Silver over grey, completely stock KA PS13, left-hand drive, very rare. Another lifted Jimny there as well. But all this stuff is just sort of the pre-show, because we're going inside, and inside there is some of the most amazing cars I've seen. I've been to Japan, been everywhere in Ireland and the UK. You're never going to see cars to this level in one area together. So let's go inside. Check this out. S14, absolutely immaculate, on airbags, and another airbag car, 370Z, looking absolutely gorgeous. But this is just, as I said, the pre-show to what's in this shed, which is a car collector's dream. But let's go inside, talk to Dan, check out what makes this place so special. Caught him on his phone where he always is.
Yeah.
This is Dan from CarCulture. Dan, you said come down and check this place out, and we thought we would see a car or two.
There's a few here, yeah.
There's quite a few here.
But it's all pretty much always like this.
This is how it is.
Yeah.
So I've been in a lot of different garages in the UAE. Supercars, trolls, nothing like this. This is right down our alley.
In Dubai, this is, I think, a one-off. Like, you might see one or two Zs on their own in other garages, but this is the only place where you're guaranteed to come here and see this kind of stuff.
This came from sort of a collective group of people. It's not like a professional garage.
Yeah.
It was like an enthusiast.
Friends, basically, that were drifting. They were running like a grassroots drift series, and they needed a workshop to work on cars. And it kind of grew from that. I think when I first came here with my BRZ, there was maybe one car here, an S14, which they were building 4-track. And now, like, every time you come here, it's crazy. It looked, when I first came here, it looked empty.
It's
absolutely empty.
Got a little out of hand, I'd say, in the meantime. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little look through the cars.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up at your cars.
Yeah.
Because we want to have a good talk about those, because they're very special and very weird to have here in the UAE.
Yeah.
We can start on this because this is like a holy grail car. On the NSX.
And they are very rare here as well.
So it's not something that is available here, this is still rare here.
Yeah, this is a US import. It's actually a friend of mine, Alex, who helps us run CarCulture. He brought this recently. So in our wide friend circle, there's two. There's a red one and there's a white one.
And they are, anywhere you go, rare.
Yeah.
And this one is imported from the States.
States, yeah. Most of the cars here are imported from the States. All the Silvias are States.
I'm just going to do it in sort of a clockwise motion.
Yeah.
This is not a JDM car.
Yeah.
But this is a Polaris slingshot.
There's wherever Fake is, he will tell you about these cars, because I have no idea about this. All I know is it's on air.
All I know is that it's, I was going to say, it's very low, so it's on airbags, and the wheels...
They're heritage wheels. They're from the US.
So heritage wheels, which are very expensive.
It's a 3-piece US.
But imagine the phone call of wanting 3 of them and one wide one, because at the back you've only one wheel. But it's huge. It's like a 13J on the back, which is crazy. On air, Polaris slingshot. That's just a side note to the JDM, but
this is very Dubai.
You know what? I couldn't do a video without mentioning what was in the background. There's a Z being worked on here. This is a 240.
Yeah, this is 240.
And this
all
is
original.
An all original US import.
Yes, yeah.
It's pretty clean. Like, obviously a bit of dust everywhere on everything here, but
Dubai.
very original. Looks very nice. You got an S14 drift car up here.
Yeah.
Drift car. Hello. Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing? You good? Yeah. Hey. So, as you can see, this place is like a hub of activity of people just coming through with JDM cars, all friends, all different nationalities. Got a love for this kind of stuff. Got a really nice S14 here, which I want to look through. This guy, 6 years, he was driving it on the road.
This has been probably the longest running road registered Sylvia that I definitely know of. So he used to daily this all the way to Dubai to Abu Dhabi with camera on the front as well.
It's got like gauges on gauges, got a full custom switch panel. He lost the key of the car and just wired it to a switch panel to turn it on. And the reason he can do that here is because there's zero crime. So this car is never even locked. It's just everywhere it goes, it doesn't even lock. Whether it's during the day or during the night, it's left. No one ever touches it. It's just the amazing thing about the Middle East. There's no car crime here. SR20.
It's not too regular here because all of our cars are US spec.
So it's KA, right?
Yeah, so this was actually originally KA automatic, and then it was converted
to SR20.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so to us, common, but to here, very rare here. Very rare here. Got another 240Z?
Yeah, I love this one.
So what's so special about this one? You're a big fan of this one.
It's stock body, so like the whole Datsun community now, if you've got an original 240, it's like, don't do anything to the body. Like all the guys in the US are like, this is how they should be. But this is how I would, if I was to get another S30, this is how
keep it quite original.
Yeah.
Yours is not, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Far from that.
We've got an RX-7 here. This is a rotary RX-7, still rotary.
Yeah, which is rare for this country again, because we have a few LS, 2J, but this still runs the rotary engine.
This is the third AE86 I've been up close with in the United Arab Emirates, and I think that's of a very limited amount of them. Now, in Ireland we have lots of Corollas, there's nothing too mad about them, but here it is like hen's teeth, right?
Yeah. And again, this is American, so left-hand drive.
So it's a left-hand drive American import, A86, running a 16 valve, has Honda coil packs, which is quite strange, and they've been doing some wiring issues on this car. Maybe it's the Honda parts that are causing the wiring issues, but super clean. And remember, because you don't have any real bad weather, they can stay quite big. You don't get rust is not an issue here, so unlike the Irish ones where you're constantly trying to patch them, they've actually, from America and from here, stayed pretty clean. So maybe in 30 years, it's all that'll be left of them is the ones that are in storage or the ones that are driving around over here. Got an E30. This one's on bags, right?
Yeah. So this is built for a show that we ran this was built for the show last year. So yeah, this was the clean kind of look.
So this is an E46 M3 engine?
Yeah, this is an E46. I don't think it's M3. I'm really not a BMW person, so my knowledge is very, very limited.
I'll have to get Mike over here in a minute. You'll be able to smell what engine it is in a BMW, but I think that looks like an E46 M3 engine. Could be wrong.
It's clean though, that's what
very clean. I know, full wire tuck the whole way around.
Yeah.
You got full deep dish wheels, on air.
So these are actually works.
They're work?
Yeah, they're like work seekers. It's an odd choice for BMWs.
It is.
But it works.
We'll be back with more JDM goodness in a couple of seconds time. I like to think of myself as a bit of a JDM guy. Sometimes I just walk around with a Corolla light. That's how cool I am. But I want to give a big thank you to Mobil 1 Oil, who've been supporting our channel and everything that we've done, from competition to our road cars. We use Mobil 1 Oil in absolutely everything because we love our cars. We want to make sure they run reliably at all times. So if you're the same, make sure you check out the full range of Mobil 1 lubricants. And back to the episode.
What we're going to do now is we've kind of shown you guys around the rest of this workshop, which is pretty insane. But the reason we're here is because we want to look at Dan's two cars, which I think, not only for the UAE, but for in anyone's collection, I think they're probably two of the cars that I would pick above a lot, even supercars, hypercars that we check out here. They are spectacular. Check this out. So Dan, this is the car that I really wanted to see, which is your 240Z. It is...
I'll correct you there, it's not actually mine.
It's not your car.
It's the wife's car.
It's the... Okay, it may be your wife's car, but I feel like you've had more influence here.
Yeah. I guess she just signs off the invoices. We were both massively into Volkswagens back in the UK. Moved here and the Volkswagen scene, because there's no old Volkswagens, we were Mark 1 heads, so we had two Mark 1 Golfs, Mark 3 Polo and a Mark 2 Polo. All slammed, lowered. That was our style. Then we moved here, there's none of that. So we were away and we were like, something's missing, we need to get a car. She was like, let's get a classic car. So in between Ras Al Khaimah and Dubai there's a place called Ajman, and there's one place that has a load of classics. And there was a 280 sat there. It was red, it had small black fender flares on it, and we actually looked at it, had the stock L28 engine in it, started up fine. It's a little bit tatty, there was a few bits of rust here and there, but we put down a 1,000 dirham deposit, walked away, and we were getting ready to collect the car. Found a couple of guys that had them here, chatted to them, and they were like, listen, if it's got rust, leave it. And one of the guys had already looked at the car, and they were like, no Dan, I don't think you should do it. So we actually lost a 1,000 dirham deposit, we didn't even ask for it back. And they sourced us this car, which didn't look like this at all. So, and that was, I think, 7 years ago.
Could you ask, do you mind me asking how much you bought it for back then, the original car?
I think it's 32,000 dirhams.
So what would that be in pounds or euros, just to kind of give a rough estimate?
6,000 pounds, I think.
£6,000.
Yeah. So now they're
definitely not going to be £6,000.
But I spent a lot more on it.
I was going to say, this has had a lot of money spent. So talk us through, obviously, let's talk about the outside first. So this is, you've gone full wide arch fenders, but you've done it in kind of a nice black-red split, which I think sort of looks old school, which is quite nice.
Yes, the original colour of the car was red, and then this is Audi Misciano red. So I don't know why I chose it, it just looked cool, and actually I don't regret it. Like, it was painted a while ago and it still looks good to the day.
Obviously is this something you can buy aftermarket, like the skirts, or is that something that was made?
Yeah, so this is actually a full kit. So you can buy this kit, the wing is different though, so it comes from a different company.
It really makes the car look a lot more aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, there's pictures on my Instagram of stock body cut with these wheels on it, and they stick out miles.
Well, I mean, you can see it straight away. There is your line of the car. You're less than halfway through the wheels. So that's pretty crazy. What wheels are on it, actually?
So these are Atara Racing. They specialise in Datsun wheels. So then these are the three-piece variants. So they do cast wheels and then they custom make these.
There's a hint of Watanabe in there.
Yes,
but for that old school look, but there's much more dish.
So their popular model, their cast wheel is a Watanabe kind of replica.
And you've gone with, I think probably my favourite part of the car is the engine conversion, because it's not right. And look, there's a lot of these that run SR20s, there's a lot of them run SR20 NA, but this one's actually RB25 NA with independent throttle bars, which is a very meaty engine, but one I haven't actually in person seen with independent throttle bars. So how does that perform compared to the turbo, compared to the SR20s, so power-wise?
I actually had another engine, identical, in the car, and we built this and then dropped it in. So previous to it, it would rev really nicely, but this now is like instant throttle response. But the noise is way too loud.
It's way too loud?
Yeah, because there's no cats, it's straight pipes, so it's long tube headers.
What sort of power is the NA engine putting out?
It's really funny, because when we went on the dyno, it was set up completely wrong, so the figures were completely off. But the guy that ran the dyno was like, you're overreading, but it should be around 220, 230.
Which for a classic car and a light car.
A lot of people ask me, why did you not put RB25 turbo on it? And the whole idea was this car never came with a turbo.
Yes.
And I always wanted an ITB car. So this was the perfect solution for me.
And to be honest, it's the SR20. It's a little bit more power than SR20 on ITBs.
Yeah.
It's got a bit more torque. Yeah. But it still has
sound is. Yeah. Like I have a RB26 obviously in the R32 GTR, and when you get to like 5,500 revs, you get this really crazy sound, and that still exists with this. It's lovely.
That's fair.
It's way too loud.
And this is also on air, right?
Yeah.
We'll get to start up towards the end, and we got to lift up and down, because we're just kids when it comes to that. We just want to see airbags go up and down. We want to hear a bit of a sound. But I have to move to the other car now, because this is unbelievable. But to have a sort of matching, more modern
version. So this is my car.
This is actually your car.
Yeah.
So this is your 180SX.
Yeah. Well.
Or
240SX.
Talk us through the process of this car. This is kind of a fanboy specialist. It's got deck to the ground, wide wheels, SR20, but very unusual over here to have something like that. Very weird car. So this car was imported at one point, or did you buy it when it was imported?
So I tell you the story was through running car culture and seeing actually Sultan, #1, was seeing his old silver S13 with the intakes stuck out the bonnet.
Yep.
And he had the big Country Labs wing on it. I remember the first time I saw that car, no idea who he was, and I stood in front of him going, what the hell is this? So like I didn't know what a Silvia was when I was back in the UK, because I was that narrow-minded Volkswagen guy. and that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And then obviously coming over here, the big passionate JDM fans here. So getting into drifting and seeing his Silver, I was kind of like, you know, got into it. Then obviously coming over to see IDC at that point, travelling, seeing Silvias, and I just loved the look of them slamming the floor like Nigel Golfer. He's probably going to hear this now. Like his 13 was cool.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Like so there's kind of like those influences, and when I drive this on the road, people just don't know what it is.
See, that's the thing, it's so rare here, but
Yeah.
this would probably get more attention than a Lamborghini because they don't know what it is. You know what a Lamborghini is,
Yeah,
you see
and
them
see them all the time.
But
when
here,
I first arrived here, my first like 2-3 weeks, I was gobsmacked. And then after about a month, I was like, oh, it's just another 458.
Yeah.
You know.
Whereas this over here, it just doesn't exist. You've gone with some works wheels all around as far as I can see?
Yeah, the VSKF. It's had various wheels on it since I've had it, and these went on just yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
So
last night,
It's
yeah.
a fresh look.
Yeah. So these were really cheap. These were like maybe 100 euros, 120 euros, but they came with like tiny lips. So
you got the
yeah,
relips.
got new lips from the US and powder coated them here and just rebuilt them here.
They look really well on the car. And do you know what? Even the tyre and the stance and everything, it's not ridiculous. So it actually is pretty drivable.
It's drivable. Like I'd like it to be a little bit lower, but at this current height, I can get in and out of my underground parking, the speed bumps and everything.
Yeah. So people watching this will not understand how special it is to see an SR20 in general over here. It just doesn't exist. So I'm always interested to see, and this is a conversion, as you said, because the car originally came with a KA. That's a pretty tidy conversion.
So we haven't done anything like the Datsun on it yet. This was just to get it in and get it running.
Really cool.
But this, I think the price of this was 3,200 dirhams. I don't know what that is in euros.
For the engine?
Yeah, just for the engine.
That's like €1,000?
Yeah.
No, even less maybe.
Less, yeah.
800?
And then the gearbox was 700 dirhams.
It's like pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's pretty cheap. And like you would think it being so rare here that you'd have to pay some sort of tax on it because it's rare. But it seems like it's available out there.
There's a lot of parts about these engines, again, no one wants at the moment, especially with the drift community. The biggest is 2J, 1Js. No one really cares about RBs, but the price of them are a little, RB26 is a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
That engine was 1,200 dirhams. Yeah.
So you bought an RB25 for 300 quid?
Yeah.
300 euro.
Obviously it's NA.
Yeah, but still,
So-
it's still a cheap engine. It's really cool to see them here. Thank you so much, Dan, for showing us around. It's a very special little collection of cars, especially your two, but also even amongst all of these kind of enthusiasts, Japanese enthusiasts. I feel like you walk in and you start having a conversation here. It's very like being at home. Everyone's just really
Everyone's
passionate.
friends here. That's the biggest thing. I think it's why this place does so well. Is that everyone will share experiences about their cars.
And it's interesting to note that these little, JDM fans or communities built in Ireland, the UK, and I didn't think it existed here, and right now we do. So that was, this is a crazy video for me because I've been here probably 30 times over the last 6 years. Never came across anything like this. So tonight was kind of a special moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I want you to know what? I want you to pick your favorite car because I know which one mine is. But I want you guys to pick your favorite car. We showed you all around. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for checking it out. And Dan, thank you for taking some time. And make sure you go to CarCulture.AE to check out all of Dan's work. Very good photographer and very good content on there. We'll see you guys on the next episode. We're going to go explore a little bit more around here. We'll try and find a couple more gems in the Middle East. Show you guys in an episode very soon.
It's just antisocial, because there's no other word for it.
Well, there you have it, guys. An amazing look into a crazy little place in Dubai called Kanzen Motorsports. What we want to know is, which was your favorite car? Let us know in the comments below. Was it the Z? Was it the Corolla? Was it the Polaris Slingshot? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear your opinions. We know which is our favorite. We want to hear yours. And of course, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell on, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Drift Games vlog.